Hi, all the signs of the zodiac. I'm Pam, the Lucky Mermaid, psychic, seer, and modern mystic, bringing you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this full moon in Aquarius, August 1st, 2023, psychic crystal reading for each of the four elements: earth, water, fire, and air. The earth signs are Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. The water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. The fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. And the air signs are Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. You may want to watch the entire video because this full moon in Aquarius is not just going to affect your sun sign only. So if you know the elements that correspond to your sun, moon, and rising sign, you may really want to watch the entire video, because remember, sometimes your rising sign and your moon sign are going to resonate more for you than your sun sign. And if you're born on the cusp of your sign, some months your psychic predictions and messages are coming to you from there. So you may also want to look out for the element of your cusp sign. I just want to remind everybody here that this video is sponsored by the Lucky Mermaid LLC Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for those specific topics. You can access these most recently recorded video series links down below in the description box in the Show More section under this video, or you can go to my website at theluckymermaid.com on the videos page. There you can scroll down the videos page and see all the different video series I've recorded, what subjects I looked into, what divination tools I used, and how long the predictions go out for. And you just click on whatever zodiac sign you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. Remember, when you purchase these videos on Vimeo, you help support my YouTube channel here doing these readings. I truly appreciate all of your purchases on my videos on Vimeo, and I do really hope you'll check them out. So before I get started on the psychic crystal part of this video, where I'm going to give you the psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for this full moon in Aquarius, I'm going to give you a little tiny bit of astrology information first. This full moon in Aquarius, August 1st, 2023, is called the Sturgeon Moon because in the past, this time of year was a good time to catch sturgeon. It's beneficial to find like-minded people and work in groups or teams at this time. You may stand out now with your beliefs and passions, especially how they relate to the collective and your community. You may gain much support from others at this time for your causes. It's a great energy for you to collaborate with others. You will be open to hearing others' views and opinions the days around the Aquarius full moon and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Now on to the psychic crystal reading for this full moon in Aquarius. So I'm starting with the element of earth. This is Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. You may feel earth signs like you want to break free from restrictions that bind you and be more free. And you may also feel like you want to have the freedom to explore new things. It could be new jobs, new relationships, new hobbies, or just new subject matter. Some of you earth signs may be going round and round in circles trying to find out like information. Now, this could be research, but it could be information that you need for a project, a plan, a court case, whatever. But like, I get you going around and round in circles trying to find out details and information. Some of you earth signs may feel like you need some kind of rest from some like strenuous work or project you had been working on, something that may have been taking a long time. Maybe it was looking after your grandkids, or looking after, little kids, or building something in your home, or working on some important project or problem for your career or work. Some of you are going to be quite enlightened by this full moon in Aquarius, where you're going to start to understand something better than you ever did before. So you may have had some kind of there may have been some subject matter or some directions or methods or techniques or technology or some issue going on in your life that you really was foggy and unclear, or you only understood part of the information. It's like now you're going to understand something. It could be in more than one subject better than you ever did before over the course of the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days, but especially the days around this full moon in Aquarius. Some of you earth signs are going to buy something that turns out to be a big hit with your family. And if you're single and you don't have any family, it'll just be a big hit with yourself and maybe your friends. It could be like a new gaming console. It could be a virtual reality thing. It could be surfboards for everybody to go surfing, or a jet ski, or a motorcycle. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's like you buy something that multiple people in your life are going to enjoy. Like I said, if you have a family, it's going to be your family members. If you're single and you're not attached to anybody and you don't have a family, it could be your friends. I feel that some of you earth signs are going to be talking to somebody that gives you a leg up financially speaking. It could be talking to your boss and they give you a raise. It could be a new employer that wants to hire you and you're going to make more money. It could be even for some kind of short-term gig, or, like sideline gig or whatever that's temporary. But it's like talking to somebody that gives you some kind of financial leg up. Some of you are going to take out a loan, or you're going to have some kind of money available to you, or that becomes available to you, maybe through an inheritance or a gift of cash or some other way, or a bonus or a commissions check, and you're going to pay off debts. It could be debts to a particular person or a particular bank, or it could be multiple debts. Here's the 3 cautions for the earth signs. Number 1, this full moon in Aquarius could cause you to gain weight. You could be eating too much, or eating too much of the wrong things for your particular body chemistry that would cause you to gain weight. Caution number 2, some of you earth signs are going to be needling somebody. You could be doing it teasingly, but you could be doing it vindictively, maliciously, or maybe you just look like you're joking, but you kind of mean it. If you're needling anybody, I'm sorry, I have an itch on my chin. If you're needling somebody, it's not going to work out. They're going to get highly mad or insulted or hurt. Your 3rd caution, earth signs, you could be playing right into somebody's hands that's trying to coerce you or manipulate you into buying something, like the old used car salesman kind of gig, or something like that, or a love partner, or a family member, or a coworker. It could be a Ponzi scheme. It could be a get-rich-quick scheme. There could be something that somebody's like working you over, they're manipulating you, and you may feel like you trust this person or you're really buying into what they're selling, and you could get suckered over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days and the days around the full moon. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of water. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. You water signs may want more action. The days around the full moon, up to 2 weeks and up to 30 days from the energies of this full moon in Aquarius. You may feel like you want to go out and party, or you want to go out and do extreme sports, or you want to travel or do things, but that kind of energy comes up for the water signs. Some of you water signs could feel like you are falling deeply in love with someone over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. But if it's not a person, it could be a craft, a skill, a hobby, a topic, a pet. You could, I don't know, but feeling like you're falling deeply in love with someone or something. Some of you water signs are going to be doing things with a very pragmatic approach and putting a lot of things in some kind of organization, systematic organization comes up for some of you water signs. Some of you water signs, you water signs can be quite psychic. You are going to see through people like glass, like looking through glass. Even if you're somebody that feels like, I don't really have any psychic ability. Really, everybody is psychic. Just some people access that more frequently and easily than others. So those of you that recognize your psychic ability, it's going to be on fire. And woe be to anybody that tries to lie to you, deceive you, or if you have to interview anybody for a job, or maybe buy products or services from somebody. You're going to read through them like, what's their real intentions? What are they really like? If you start to date anybody, you're going to see right through them in the month of, the next 30 days maximum, really. Some of you water signs are going to be talking to somebody new. And this somebody new could be a new boss, or it could be a new employee you're going to start working with, or it could be somebody that you meet online, or somebody you meet through a friend or at a gathering that is really going to work out for you. Like, you're going to click. And something will probably come of it. It could be love, romance, but it could also be networking opportunities. It could be somebody you start a business partnership with. It could just turn out to be a really good friend. So look for that the days around the full moon in Aquarius and for the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Anything you study water signs over this next 2 weeks and up to 30 days is going to really pay off for you, especially if you're taking any webinars, seminars, classes, starting any classes, or like even doing studying and research on your own. It's really going to pay off for you. Some of you water signs are going to start to really feel fit as a fiddle, and you may look like $1,000,000. So, if you've been doing any dieting or exercise programs or working on, health in any way, it could really start showing on you now. So now here's the 3 cautions that I give at the end of the sign, what to be cautious of from the energies of this full moon in Aquarius. Be very careful because some of you water signs could get involved in something that would be very tricky for you to get out of. It could be a business deal. It could be a negotiation of some sort. It could be a trip with a group of friends that you don't really want to do. Like you agree to it, but like after the fact, you're like, yeah, I don't really want to do it. And then, you know, you're kind of stuck. You got to see what it is. It'll be different for all of you, but be very careful what you agree to and get intertwined in that you may have some kind of trepidation about because it's going to be difficult for you to get out of it. Another caution for the water signs. You could judge somebody or a situation too quickly, jump the gun on that, or you could jump the gun on like making a decision, buying something. You know, like, you got to be careful of that. Judgment, jumping to conclusions, or buying anything like impulsively or doing it too quickly. You may come to regret it. The third caution, you could part ways with a friend that you've been friends with for a very long time. Or it could even be a family member. Could be a love partner, really feels like a friend. And you may come to regret this parting. So if you feel like really mad or really, you know, inspired or agitated that, you know, you got to end this friendship or you got to end this relationship, you might want to put the pause button on that, because if you do, you may not be able to get that friendship or relationship back, and you could come to regret it. So those were your 3 cautions. That's the end right there. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the element of fire. This is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Some of you fire signs may feel drawn to or inspired to seek guidance from somebody. It could be a counselor, could be a spiritual advisor, could be a psychic, an astrologer, a psychologist, a psychiatrist, could be from a friend. But seeking advice and guidance over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days is strong for the fire signs. You may find the days around the full moon and for the next up to 30 days that things take more time. You may have to painstakingly work on some project, something you're writing, something you're working on, something you're doing in your home or at your business or work, that there's a lot of detail, or it's like one step, then you got to do step 2, then you got to take time and do step 3. Kind of reminds me of refinishing furniture. If you've ever done that, you know, you got to sand it, strip the old finish off, sand it, then you got to put the next coat on, that's got to dry, then you got to do it again, then depending on how the method you choose. It reminds me of that. I'm not saying you're refinishing furniture. It might be that, but it's like painstaking steps you have to take. So no rushing here for the fire signs over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you may feel like you really want to get out of the house and like get outside in nature and go swimming, sailing, surfing, walking, biking, boating, or even just get out of the house, get in the car, go to the store, go visit friends, go sit and look at a lake or a pond, or go walk through the woods, like whatever it is. You may feel really triggered and inspired, like you don't want to be in your house so much. You want to be out and about. Some of you fire signs are going to find out some very secret, important, pertinent information. Now, how you find this out, it's going to come to you in different ways. You may find it out on the internet. Somebody may tell you. You may see it on the news or on the TV or in, you know, overhear it some way. But you're going to get some pertinent information. Could even be things that were secret or hidden. Some of you fire signs will start your own business. The days around the full moon, up to 2 weeks, or even as far out as 30 days. Some of you fire signs are going to catch up with old friends or relatives. Feels more like friends, but catching up with people you haven't seen or talked to in a while comes up here for the fire signs. Some of you fire signs are going to try out something new, and it really works out for you. It could be a diet. It could be an exercise program. It could be some new medication if you need to take medication, or some kind of health regime, or treatments, or herbs, or homeopathic remedies, or some skincare products, or some kind of supplements. I don't know what it's going to be, but you're going to try something new, and you're going to be really impressed with it and like it. Some of you fire signs, here's 3 of your cautions. 1, you may find that you stumble over your words when you have to give an apology, a speech, a presentation, create a video. So either pass on it, like say you can't make it, or just really slow down and take your time, because you may find that you stumble over your words in some regard over these next 30 days. Your next caution, fire signs, is junk could come your way, and you need to not get it, gravitate, hold on to it. You need to get rid of it. Now, it could be stuff you find in yard sales, flea markets, could be stuff people give you, could be stuff you see on the side of the road. Doesn't matter how the junk comes to you, don't take it. Don't take it, don't keep it, get rid of it. It could even be your own junk. If you got a lot of junk that you've been holding on to, wise to get rid of it. Some of you need to be careful. I want to laugh because I can relate to this one. Because I have gnats from plants in this room. And some of it was to do with plants I had to plant out in the garden. Still, I couldn't get them all out earlier for other reasons, but I still had some. I had started from seeds, and it made gnats come out. And I've got little sticky things. It's been killing them, and I have little lights and that attract them, that kills them, but they're annoying. If you watch my August videos, you're going to see me swatting at them because they fly around. I get the caution for the fire signs, and I have a fire sign rising sign, so this could apply to me. You may deal with mites, gnats, fleas, any other little mosquitoes. You could have some kind of issue, so the caution is like be prepared for that kind of stuff. Whatever you like to use. I don't want to tell you what to use because I don't know what exactly these little bugs, or it could be ants. You may have ants that come into your home. So be cautious, because this full moon in Aquarius could drive up these little mites. I keep hearing mites. Bugs, mites. Look, a gnat just flew by right when I said it. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Don't you love it that you get the inside scoop on what goes on with the Lucky Mermaid? That there's gnats coming out of plants. Now on to the element of air. This is Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Some of you air signs are going to find the days around the full moon in Aquarius, and for 2 weeks and up to 30 days, you may find that you are going to do things in a whole new way. It could be how you run your life, how you run your schedule, could be how you do your job, how you run your business, how you take care of yourself or take care of the people you love. Some of you air signs are going to feel like find ways to do your due diligence. And a lot of like stick-to-itiveness, determination, like when I say doing I keep getting the word diligence. My guides keep saying that. So like if you decide you want to clean something, you're going to take it totally apart, clean everything out, wipe everything down, sanitize everything, package up stuff. You're going to be like really pragmatic, really organized, really diligent. If you have to write anything, if you have to research anything, if you have to do any kind of work, like diligence is your buzzword. Some of you air signs are going to make peace with somebody that you had a falling out with or a disagreement with or you haven't been getting along with. And I feel that for some of you, it could be a family member. For some of you, it could be a love partner. Some of you air signs are going to be really cautious and determined to take a step back from a situation and get a lay of the land before you proceed forward. Basically, the Hermit card. The Hermit card means a couple different things, but for some of you, it's like what one of the descriptions I give for the Hermit card. Like, take it a step back. It could be from a relationship. It could be from a job, a career, a situation, a family member, a friendship, a group, club, or organization you belong to. Taking a step back and analyzing it before you decide what's your next step going to be. Some of you air signs are going to make more valuable use of your time and like good time management, making valuable use of your time, and you stand to make more money in relation to that in some way over the next 2 weeks and up to 30 days. Some of you air signs are going to attend some kind of party, gathering, or celebration. It feels to me mostly like a party. It could be a wedding even, something like that, but it could be some other type of party. And I feel like you're really going to have a good time. It's one of your blessings. Some of you air signs are going to have a new person that drops into your life. Could be a love partner, could be a friend, could be somebody else, like maybe you're going to have a baby or one of your kids or grandkids is going to meet somebody new or get married or have a baby. Somehow a new person drops into your life. So as always at the end, I always look at 3 cautions for each of the elements. So here's your cautions. Be careful of overreaching. Wow, that's an interesting one because overreaching could be like overstepping your bounds, overreaching like butting in or getting involved in things that you really shouldn't. I don't know. It would be a good word to look up. I mean, those are the things that come to my mind when I think of overreaching. But you may want to look up the definition of overreaching. That's one of your cautions. You need to be cautious, air signs. This full moon in Aquarius is going to drive up any like stubbornness and controlling nature. So be cautious of that because, you know, people don't like it. People don't like it when you're stubborn and controlling. So just keep that in mind. Maybe if once the energies of this full moon passes, that will pass. But the days around the full moon, around the 1st of August, and for the next 2 weeks or even up to 30 days, stubbornness and controlling behaviors are going to kick up in you. Here's a tricky one. Some of you air signs may be put in a position where you're confronted with division, and you may not want to be in that position, where somebody may be forcing you to choose sides. Or there could be something going on in your family or at your work or in some like church, club, group, organization, something you belong to, where or committee or something you're involved in where there's division. And you may not be able to remain neutral, even though you may want to. And you're not going to like it, and you may be forced to pick a side. And you may not really want to pick either side. Because I get you looking at one side and going, well, I don't like the people really too much that are on that side, but I believe in some of what they're saying. And the other group, you may like them a little better, but you may not like some of the things they're saying or doing either. So be careful of, I don't know how you can get out of it, because I feel like you're going to get forced to pick a side. Maybe there's a vote you have to make on something. I don't know. So I hope these messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. As always, thank you so very much for watching. I do truly appreciate it. And please like this video if you liked it, and share it with others if you believe it was worth sharing. That helps this channel grow, and you could help some people get some psychic predictions and messages that may be helpful to them. And please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way you'll get notified when I upload my videos here to YouTube. And if you would like to get any of the special video series I record for my Vimeo on-demand videos, where I look at very specific topics using a variety of divination tools to bring you psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides for those topics, I always post my most recently recorded video series links down below underneath the video in the Show More section, and these links are also on my website at the luckymermaid.com videos page. You can scroll down that page, see the different video series I've got available, what divination tools I've used, how long the predictions go out for, and click on the zodiac sign you want under the heading of the video you want, and that link will take you to that video on Vimeo. Now, we're at the mid-year, right? So if you want to see what's going to happen for you the rest of the year, I did video series focused on the mid-year updates. So the first is the mid-year Psychic Tarot update for 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. You may want to watch your rising sign and your sun sign in those videos, but I would also always recommend go by whatever resonates with you on YouTube when you're selecting the videos on Vimeo. Also, my mid-year love and romance Psychic Tarot update for 2023. The first half of the video is for singles. The second half of the video is for couples. You may want to watch the entire video. I pulled a Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle card at the end of the video series for both the singles and the couples in one card. There's going to be crossover. Some single messages will apply to couples. Some couple messages may apply to singles. So make sure you watch the entire video. And again, you may want to get your sun sign and your rising sign, or, you know, your emotions are ruled by the moon. So you may want to get your moon sign. I don't know. It's up to you what you get. Also, don't forget my psychic crystal readings for the month of August 2023 are available. These are like a continuation of the Psychic Tarot readings I do at the beginning of the month on YouTube, but I look into every topic I can think of in the crystal. You get a lot of information and they're not excessively long. I give you all the messages I get on all the topics I can think of, so you may want to check them out. Also, don't forget you're getting affected by the eclipses we had in April and May. still all the way until October of 2023. So my first eclipse video you may want to check out is the eclipse effects from the new moon solar eclipse in Aries, April 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings, and the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio, May 2023, psychic tarot, crystal, and oracle card readings. Many people find these to be enlightening. I again recommend watching both your rising sign and your sun sign in those video series for the eclipses. Don't forget, the beginning of the year, I do big love readings for singles and couples of 2023. And I do, this year I did a psychic crystal reading for the new year of 2023 for each sign of the zodiac. I never did that before. Plus, I did my psychic tarot readings for the beginning of the year of 2023. So if you didn't look at the beginning of the year of the crystal readings for 2023 or the tarot readings for 2023, you might want to look at them because we're only halfway through. You still got a lot of time to see what else is going to come up for you. And if you find that my videos on YouTube resonate with you, you really should check out the Vimeo videos because you know what? They're not that expensive. They're, in many cases, cheaper than going to your local cafe and getting coffee or a fancy coffee drink. They're cheaper than that, and that coffee drink isn't going to give you predictions and messages, so you might want to check that out because you can go back to it and look at it. It's not for a limited period of time. Once you purchase that, you can go back and look at the videos again and again. Don't forget my career and finance, psychic tarot, and crystal readings for 2023. Those predictions go out 12 to 18 months. I recorded them in April of 2023. They go all the way out till next year of October 2024. So if you want to see what's going to go on in your career life, your financial aspect of your life, you may want to check those out. I may not continue to do those anymore. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep doing them next year. I'm debating about it. So this may be the last time I do those. I'm not 100% sure about that, but I just wanted to be honest with you and let you know that may be the last time I do the career and finance videos. The what's lucky and new for you in 2023, those videos are available, and I thought that the signs were pretty lucky this year. A lot of times, you're getting messages about what's new and what's lucky. Sometimes what's new is not good, and sometimes it's fantastic. Sometimes what's lucky doesn't seem lucky at first, but ends up lucky later, or is lucky right away. In that particular video series, for the first time since I've been doing them for quite a few years, I started selling videos on Vimeo in 2015. This is now 2023. So that's 8 years. I've been doing YouTube videos for 9 years. I've been doing Vimeo videos for 8 years. This is the first time I've done the Lucky and New for You and the Lucky and New for You video series, where I thought most of the signs, the lucky, seemed lucky right away. Not like, oh, it seems crappy and then later it's lucky, which can happen in life. Sometimes things we think are like not good, bad news, disappointing, turns out to be lucky later. Most of the signs, not all, but most of them, I felt like the luck was pretty much up front, not having to wait for the luck. So like I said, there's many more video series. I hope you'll check them out. If you would like to get more psychic predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you're not going to see here on a video format on YouTube, you can follow me at the Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook and the Lucky Mermaid LLC the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. Sorry, I don't even know my own handles. The Lucky Mermaid LLC on Facebook, the Lucky Mermaid _ Pam Georgel on Instagram. There I post 5 paragraphs of predictions, either using tarot cards, oracle cards, occasionally the crystal. And I've started posting them like over a year ago. I don't even know if it's been 2 years, maybe 2. Time, I don't know. Time just is flying by. It may have been more than a year. I've been posting it on my, the same predictions and messages on my YouTube community page, because some people don't like using social media as much as they used to, but they still want to watch videos on YouTube. So I put the predictions and messages on the YouTube community pages. Many people find 1, 2, 5, 10 of those messages, or the whole entire thing, resonate with them. And you may find these messages, look, there's the gnat I talked about. You may find they resonate with you. So I do hope you'll check them out. I'd love to see you on those pages, community page, Facebook, and Instagram. And as always, I'm going to say this again, I haven't said it in a little while. If anybody ever contacts you and says, hey, you want a reading? And the pictures look like me, and you think it's me, it's not me unless you're on my wait list, which I closed in 2018, but I still have 1,000 people on it at least, and my cancellations list, which I have not closed yet. If anybody contacts you and so I don't have WhatsApp, I don't have Telegram. The only way I do readings is on the phone or Skype if you live in another country. That's it. I don't do them any other way, and I don't contact people on social media. Please, if anybody contacts you, do not fall for it, because not only are they trying to scam you for money, if they give you a reading, it won't be me, and it won't be on the phone probably. It'll be fake, and they're going to, or they won't give you the reading at all, which is usually what they do, and they're going to take your money, and they're going to have access to information from you. However they get the money, however you pay them, they're going to have that kind of information. Do not fall for it, please. And if it happens, or anybody tries to follow you and it looks like me, it's not me, please report them and block them. It's the only way to stop them. Because you know what? I can't even see them. They figure out how to block me, so I can't see them. The only way I find out is when somebody writes me and tells me it's going on. So be careful of that. So I hope you have absolutely awesome energy that comes to you from this Aquarius full moon in August 2023, the Sturgeon full moon. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.